The red flags Thai girls show that most men ignore. Most guys don't see the red flags, not because they're not there, but because they don't want to see them. You meet a girl in Thailand, everything feels good. She's giving you attention, messaging you every day, and your brain starts telling you, this one is different. But here's the reality. The signs are usually there from the beginning. They're just subtle, easy to ignore, and sometimes you don't realize what they meant until it's already cost you time, money, and a bit of your sanity. So, in this video, I'm going to break down the most common red flags Thai girls show that men constantly ignore. Now, this video is not to bash anyone, but so you actually understand what you're dealing with. So let's begin with you're different from other men. And this one hits the ego straight away. You're not like the other customers. I don't usually do this. I feel something special with you. And you hear that and you think you have been chosen. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If she said that to you, there's a very high chance she said it before. It's not always manipulation in a cold, calculated way. It's just part of the environment. You're being positioned as the exception. And once you believe that, you start lowering your guard. Then comes the very fast emotional attachment. You've only known her for a few days, maybe a week, and suddenly it's, I miss you so much. I think about you all the time. I feel like we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, in a normal situation, that would raise eyebrows. But in Thailand, guys eat it up because it feels so good. But real emotional connection takes time, shared experiences, consistency, not a few nights out and some messages. Fast attachment isn't always love. Sometimes it's strategy. Then you will hear about how her life is constantly in crisis. There's always something. Her mum is sick, her dad needs help, her motorbike broke down, her rent is due, and the timing, always just when things are going well between you. Now look, family obligation in Thailand is very real, no question, but when the problems are constant and somehow always require money from you, that's not just bad luck. That's a pattern. Then comes, she doesn't want to work, but has no plan. You'll hear this one a hell of a lot. I don't want to work in the bar anymore. I want a better life. I want to be with you. Sounds great, right? Until you realize there's no actual plan behind it. No job lined up, no savings, no clear direction. And guess who becomes the plan? You. Now you're not just a boyfriend, you're the solution. Then comes the inconsistent stories. This is one guys feel but ignore. Small details don't add up. Things change slightly over time. You ask a simple question and the answer isn't quite the same as before. It's not always big, obvious lies. It's little inconsistencies, but those small cracks, they usually point to a bigger picture. And deep down, you know it. But again, you don't want to push too hard because you might not like the answer. Then you will find that money is never direct at first. She won't usually say, give me money. It's way softer than that. I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. I feel bad asking you. And now you offer because you care. And once that starts, it becomes normal. You go from helping to providing, and it happens so gradually you don't even notice the shift. Then you will find that she's always available until she's not. When you're there in Thailand, she's with you all the time, messages instantly, calls you, gives you full attention. You feel like a priority. Then, when you leave and things change, slower replies, excuses, less availability. Why? Because the environment changed, and so did your role in it. Then you will find that she avoids certain questions, ask about her past, vague answers, ask about other men, she gets defensive. Ask anything that might expose the reality of her situation. Suddenly, the conversation shifts. Now again, some privacy is normal, but consistent avoidance, that's different. And that usually means there's something she doesn't want you to see clearly. Then you will start to feel pressure and you cannot explain why. This one is more internal. You feel like you need to help her, be there for her, not upset her. You feel guilty for questioning things, guilty for saying no. And that pressure, it didn't come out of nowhere. It builds slowly through everything we have just talked about. And by the time you notice it, you're already emotionally involved. Then you start to ignore your very own instincts. This is the biggest red flag of them all. Not her behavior, yours. Because deep down, most guys know something isn't quite right, but they override it because they don't want to lose the feeling, the attention, the connection, the escape. So they tell themselves, it's fine, she's different, and I'm overthinking. And that is exactly how it continues. So, at the end of the day, these red flags are not hidden, they're just very easy to ignore when you're getting something out of the situation. And that's the part most people will not admit. Because it's not just about being misled, it's about choosing not to see it. Now that doesn't make you stupid, it just makes you human. But the more aware you are of these patterns, the harder it becomes to fall into them blindly. And if you're going to spend time in places like Thailand, understanding this stuff is not optional. It's massively essential, because the difference between a good experience and a very expensive lesson usually comes down to the things you choose to ignore at the very start. This has been Thai Talk with Dan Unleashed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, look after yourselves, and ciao for now. Bye bye.
I don't know how to describe it. Well, because you smoke it, like you can get out.